Welcome to the Box for Shots podcast. I'm your boy Jay.
And I'm Imran Milan. And in today's podcast, we are going to be going over game 2 of the NBA Finals between the Milwaukee Bucks and the Phoenix Suns. And of course, since I'm very prepared, I forgot to pull up the NBA stats and stuff because I'm the best. Actually, what is that? Are you watching the recap?
Always turns it on.
Is it because you didn't watch the game, so
you're
watching the recap?
No. It's just I told you the recap plays when I click on it. It's being dumb.
Did you watch the game?
Not a lot. Yes, I tried. Yes.
I watched all of both of the games because I'm off, and I've seen some very, very, very glaring holes in the Bucks offense and defense, quite frankly, that we will be going over. I don't know why it looks so shiny. Probably because I put face cream on. But what is this? The Suns are looking dominant, and yeah, we'll go over that. The second quarter for the Bucks was atrocious. Oh, I didn't know that DeAndre Ayton had a kid. It's okay.
Yeah.
Didn't know that. Okay. Game 2. I want you to talk about game 2. You.
I can tell you the two reasons why the Bucks lost. Did I say that? Chris Middleton and Drew Holiday. Yeah. But nah, like seriously, I don't know what happened. I don't know. 5 for 16 from Chris Middleton and 7 for 21 from Drew Holiday is not enough, especially in the finals. Like that's like a decent stage to be on. So, yeah.
True. That is a true statement. I had made a video. I made a video before this that will also probably be going up at around the same time as this podcast, talking about. I'll kind of go over this, but like just a quick little thing. Giannis is not that guy yet, and we'll go over this like a little bit later once we're done talking about the game, and then we go on to like specific players. But he's just not. But that's a different topic for later in the podcast. But yeah, RJ is completely right. Chris Middleton and Drew Holiday cannot be doing this in the finals. They're playing like role players, in which they're not. Yes, they are kind of role players because they play their role, but they kind of need to step up. Mikal Bridges and Jay Crowder outplayed the both of them. Mikal Bridges outplaying Drew Holiday and Jay Crowder outplaying Chris Middleton. Those are your 2 and your 3. Those are the Suns' 4 and 5. Mikal being the 4, Jay Crowder being the 5. How are you gonna get just dominated by the Mikal Bridges and Jay Crowder's combined talent? 38 points, 4 assists, 17 rebounds. So 38, 4, and 7. No, wait, 38, 4, 17. My bad.
Yeah.
For Drew Holiday and Chris Middleton. 28, 15 assists, 11 rebounds. Mikal Bridges and Jay Crowder outplayed them in everything except for assists, which is not what Mikal Bridges and Jay Crowder are there to do. Come on. You guys need to be better than that. I need to see like a 30 bomb from Chris and like a 25, 8, and 8 from Drew Holiday in game 3. That's like what needs to happen to kind of redeem themselves. And Chris Middleton's a little bit too off and on for me. Like he's a little bit too off and on. Like there's sometimes where like he's on and he drops 38 against the Hawks, and there's other times like the past, well, technically just this game where he's completely shut off and he scores 11 points on. Wait, what was the shooting again? 4 for 14, I'm pretty sure. What was like the exact shooting? 5 for 16. Seriously?
He even shoot a free throw, man.
Like he's way too off and on. He cannot know. That's not how you're going to win a championship. But this guy is your second best player and he's so off and on. No. Like, because last game 1, he had a pretty good game. 29, 7, 4. Not the most efficient shooting, but it's not like he played terrible. It's not like he played bad. Like, he actually had a very good game. But he's not consistent whatsoever. At all. Like, he's not consistent. And that's going to be the only way that the Bucks can win. They're going to need Chris Middleton and Drew Holiday to be a lot more consistent than that. Drew Holiday, on the other hand, also was bad. Very bad, quite frankly. 17, and this is another game. At face value, you see 17, 5, and 7 with 2 steals and 2 blocks. That's a pretty good stat line, That's a stat line that will contribute to winning basketball. But then you see 7 for 21 and 1 for 3 from 3. And you're like, wait a minute. What? That doesn't make sense. That does not make sense.
Not at all.
I'm going to try to calculate how many free throws he took. No, how many free throws he made. I'm going to see if I can just calculate that really quickly. He made 2 free throws? Seriously? 2?
Yeah.
Dang. But yeah, Drew Holiday has been bad. Like atrocious. Like 40 minutes and 39. So in the first 2 games, a combined 79 minutes. And this is actually the craziest part about it, okay? Listen to this. In the first 2 games, a combined 79 minutes for Drew Holiday as the Bucks' 3rd best player and as their point guard. Yesterday for Jay Crowder and Mikal Bridges, a combined 75 minutes for the both of them. So Drew Holiday in the first 2 games has played 4 more minutes than Jay Crowder and Mikal Bridges, and 4 minutes can do quite a bit. I'm going to be honest. 4 minutes can actually do quite a bit. In the first 2 games, Drew Holiday's stat line has been 27 points. And for reference, 27 points is nothing because the 4th option on the Suns starting lineup had 27 points. So 27 points is kind of like nothing in the finals, especially in 79 minutes, 2 games. 5 rebounds and 7 rebounds, 12 rebounds. Jay Crowder almost grabbed 12 rebounds in 1 game. He had 10.
Yeah.
And 16 assists? Okay, they weren't near 16 assists, but Chris Paul had 8, Devin Booker had 6. That's around 14, but those are the 1 and 2. So that kind of makes sense. So Drew Holiday's stat line between the first 2 games in 79 minutes has been 27, 12, and 6. Yesterday alone, Jay Crowder and Mikal Bridges in 75 minutes in 1 game had 38, 4, and 17. You're getting outplayed by 2 guys that are the worst players in the starting lineup respectively, and you've played 2 games as a 3rd option in 4 more minutes. Seriously?
Like, that's ridiculous.
Are you serious? Are you joking? And by the way, I was saying in my video, I was kind of like a troll. All they really need to do, all the Suns really need to do in the first quarter, pass it to Jay Crowder, let Jay Crowder hit shots. The second that Jay Crowder gets to 10 points, put in the scrubs. Because the Suns are undefeated when Jay Crowder scores more than 10. So they're not going to lose if Jay Crowder scores 10 points. And that kind of carried on. He had 11, and they won. Yeah.
But undefeated.
Like they're undefeated. Yeah, in the playoffs.
Yeah.
When Jay Crowder scores 10, they're undefeated in the playoffs. Like, just let Jay Crowder score. Just let him score 10, put in the scrubs. Have Abdel Nader start the rest of the game. Make Abdel Nader for the rest of the minutes. No one cares. But yeah, the Drew Holiday and Chris Middleton are really selling the Bucks. But now on the Suns side of things, Suns played a great game.
Yeah.
Mikal Bridges played a great game. I was talking about how Mikal Bridges needed to make Chris Middleton run. Chris Middleton got that cardio in. Chris Middleton was on his Patrick Beverly beat. He was just running out there. Chris Middleton couldn't do anything. He was just running. 11 points and allowed his man to score 27. He was just running. That's all that Chris Middleton was making. That's all that Chris Middleton was doing. He was just running. In 41 minutes, Chris Middleton had 11, 8, and 6. In 38 for Mikal, 27, 7, and 1. Like, Mikal Bridges played a great game. Chris Middleton, not so much, to say the least. Chris Middleton, not so much. And like I said, each game that goes by with the Bucks that they lose makes me kind of appreciate the value of guys like I said in the last episode, Dante DiVincenzo. Jeff Teague and Bryn Forbes should not be playing a combined 18 minutes in a finals game, especially within the finals game. This is important. If you lose this and you're down 2-0, and they scored a combined 7 points in 18 minutes. Yucky, by the way, which is the same exact amount of points that PJ Tucker scored in 35. Giannis' supporting cast is garbage, but they're terrible. Giannis, Pat Connaughton played 34 minutes. Yeah, but Giannis' supporting cast is doo-doo. Just plain doo-doo. They're terrible. They've been terrible in the finals. The spotlight is getting to them. It's not getting to Giannis, but it's getting to Chris Middleton, it's getting to Drew Holiday, it's getting to PJ Tucker. And you wouldn't think that it would get to PJ Tucker. I mean, he's never been in the finals before, but he has playoff experience. He's been in the league for the longest amount of time by any of these guys that are in the finals right now, by far, quite frankly.
Yeah, 16 years.
Yeah, PJ's been in the league for a good 16 years. The oldest player on the Suns that's actually playing is Jay Crowder. Jay Crowder got drafted in 2012. Yeah, when was PJ Tucker drafted? Like 2007? Something like that? No. What the hell am I saying? 2005? Yeah, I'm pretty sure he was drafted in 2005, right? Yeah, he was drafted in 2000. Wait, what? It's not even sure.
I-
Yeah, 2006.
Oh, 6, yeah.
Yeah. So like PJ Tucker has been here for a while and he's just not playing good. He's just not. His shoe collection is better than his basketball court, than his play on the basketball court. There's a point in time where PJ Tucker had more shoes. Like now, that's not. It actually still might be true because PJ Tucker like buys like at least like 3 pairs of shoes every day. But yeah, there was a point in time where PJ Tucker had 4,997 points. This is this season in the playoffs. 5,000 shoes. How do you have more shoes than points? Trash can. Trash can. I wonder what PJ Tucker's like career highs are. Like the bunch. Not PJ Tucker supporting cast. PJ Tucker's trash. Like he's been trash. Giannis, his supporting cast has been terrible. Just terrible.
Giannis had like a ridiculous stat line. Like I
42, 12, and 4. Yeah. Like, yeah. Giannis, yeah. PJ Tucker's career high is 24.
I was just about to say I've never seen him score over 25, but yeah. That's terrible.
His playoff career high is 22. Okay. But yeah, Giannis needs some help. Giannis does need a lot of help, quite frankly. And like I said, for the Suns have been playing great. Devin Booker had 31 on 7 for 12 from 3, 12 for 25. So he was just under 50% from the field, just over 50% from the 3-point line. So yeah, he had a good game. Chris Paul still being the point guard, 23 and 8. Kind of hit like a dagger 3 in the corner to kind of like seal the deal at the end of the game. Like with the shot clock running down, Chris Paul just kind of iced it in all reality. But yeah, I now want to specifically focus on Giannis Antetokounmpo. I want to focus on Giannis. And I want to very quickly. No, I want you to go over Giannis because I have like a lot to say. A lot. Believe me, a lot.
Yeah, as I said, like ridiculous stat line, especially since he shot nearly 70% from the field. Well, he basically did 68.2. But honestly, it's not. I don't know if this is that much of a problem. Okay, it is. But he shot 1 for 5 from 3.
Shouldn't be shooting that many threes, number one.
Like when I remember a game that I talked about on my channel when he didn't shoot one. Every time he doesn't shoot one, he shoots like 70% every game. So that's one problem. Just legit stop shooting threes. And if I look at the stat line, because I didn't watch that much of the game, as I said. It's another problem. I honestly don't really know any problems with Giannis.
Oh wow.
I
didn't see that many problems this game. And I've seen a lot of people, like a lot of Bucks fans especially, which is weird, calling this empty stats. Calling this 42, 12, and 4 with 3 blocks on 68%. They're calling this empty stats. Do I agree with them? Not in the slightest. I watched this whole game and I do not agree with them in the slightest. If anything, Chris Middleton's 11, 8, and 6 are empty stats, which is kind of weird to say because he played bad. Because he didn't do anything else. He just didn't do. He didn't play defense. He can shoot. If anything, Chris Middleton's 11, 8, and 6 were necessary. Pat Connaughton scored more than Chris Middleton. What the hell? Yeah. But Pat Connaughton is 14, Chris had 11. But if anything, Chris Middleton's 11 were empty stats. And I was talking about some of the videos that I made today. Giannis can't do it by himself. Giannis is not on the level of LeBron. Giannis is not on the level of MJ. Giannis is not on the level of Kobe. Giannis is not on the level of like Kareem and Magic. Giannis just isn't those guys. And the first 2 guys that I spoke about have jump shots. Giannis is 34% from the field in the playoffs from less than 3 feet.
Yeah.
34% from less than 3 feet.
No, more, you mean? 1 3 feet. Right?
From more than 2 feet, yeah, my bad. If Giannis is shooting more than 3 feet away from the basket, 34%. Not including free throws, which probably would like slightly elevate it.
Yeah.
But LeBron can shoot. LeBron has a pretty decent mid-range game and he can knock down the 3. Kobe and MJ are 2 of the greatest mid-range shooters ever. And they can both, MJ was decent. Kobe was pretty good. Magic, not really that good of a shooter. And then Kareem, of course, he could hit skyhooks. Giannis doesn't necessarily have a signature move. Like Giannis, like he can do Euro steps. We're not gonna see Giannis doing what players like LeBron, Kobe, and MJ can do, where like if they need a bucket, they can get a bucket because it's easy. Okay, I'm not gonna say it's easy, but it's not as hard to stop Giannis as it is to stop a guy like LeBron. Because LeBron has many things more in his arsenal. LeBron is a better dribbler. LeBron is a better shooter. LeBron is better at attacking the basket, whereas Giannis is better just down low in general.
Yeah.
It's a lot easier to stop Giannis than it is to stop LeBron because you kind of know what Giannis is going to do. Giannis is just going to get the ball, and he's just going to try his best to like Euro step around you, do a spin move around you to try to get a layup. And if you can't get that, then Giannis really isn't going to get anything else as you see 1 for 5 from 3. With LeBron, LeBron can hit the shot. LeBron is a much better passer than Giannis. And like LeBron just has more in his bag necessarily. Okay. LeBron has a deeper bag than Giannis Antetokounmpo. And this is not taking anything away from Giannis. Giannis is an astounding player. He's a phenomenal player, back-to-back MVP. He's amazing. But he has the it factor in the regular season. In the playoffs, whatever it is, he doesn't have it. He doesn't have the ability to make his teammates better because he's not the best passer. Giannis is amazing at creating for himself, but when it comes to kind of getting his teammates involved, Giannis isn't really the best at it because it's not like Giannis, you can count on Giannis to spot up in the corner and hit a 3. Giannis can't do that. So it doesn't give his teammates as many driving lanes. They can't drive and kick if they're in a bad situation because Giannis is just going to be standing there close to the paint waiting for the ball to get right into his hand so that he can get a layup or a dunk. So Giannis doesn't really have the ability to make his teammates better. Giannis can't really run the point guard because he doesn't have the vision. And then Giannis can't run the role of a spot-up shooter in the corner because he can't shoot. So you're kind of divided. What can I really do with Giannis other than just give him the ball and make him, drive to the paint and get a bucket, which is something that he's great at. But then you see another glaring weakness when he does decide to do that. Free throws. So it's either you're letting Giannis go to the free throw line and most likely hit 1 of 2 and not 2 of 2, or you have Giannis spotting up in the corner, which he can't do because he can't shoot, or you have Giannis running the point guard, which he can't do because he's not the best passer. So what do you do with Giannis? What do you do with him? I'm pretty sure he had like 22 in the third quarter, which is second most to MJ in the final. So amazing third quarter.
Yeah.
Amazing third quarter. I'm pretty sure like 10 of those points were free throws. I'm pretty sure. I could be wrong. But like it's hard to kind of coach Giannis. Giannis is a coachable player, but it's hard to coach him when it comes to like him getting his stats or your team winning the game. Because Giannis is a nice guy. Giannis is, Giannis will adapt sometimes. Giannis will kind of adapt to the situation, but it's like Giannis is gonna need to find a jumper. Giannis is going to need to work with a guy like Stephen Curry, bro, in the offseason to get his jumper right. So that if you really want to, you could have Jrue Holiday or Chris Middleton ISOing at the top of the key and driving or being able to drive and kick to have Giannis shoot 37% from 3. Like something like that, or maybe like 35. Probably not 37, because 37 is actually pretty good. That's higher than league average. Yeah. If Giannis can shoot league average, which is 35, if Giannis can shoot 35% from 3 and give his teammates the opportunity to be able to drive, with, of course, more driving lanes, and to be able to drive and kick to him, the Bucks are probably going to be a lock to be in the finals. Like, if Giannis can develop a jump shot, I feel like they're beating the Nets even with, super team. Now Giannis can give his teammates more opportunities to do things. Chris Middleton and Jrue Holiday will probably be having much better games because Jrue Holiday is more of a slasher. He's a good shooter, but not a great shooter. He's better at slashing and driving and kicking than he is at shooting. Chris Middleton is a better shooter than anything else in his repertoire, but he's also a very good passer, as you see, 8 assists. So Giannis is going to need to do something. Like I said, he's a coachable guy, but when it comes to him getting his stats and your team winning the game, that's a problem. Okay, that's actually a pretty big problem because, of course, winning games is winning games. That's you're going to win finals. You actually have to win in order to win the finals. There's 2 common denominators there. Win. You're going to need, in order to win, you're going to need to find the guys that can kind of do it all for your team, which is why I think personally, even though Chris Middleton and Giannis are the best of friends, you might need to trade Chris Middleton. You might need to trade Chris Middleton for probably I don't know. What would you trade Chris Middleton for necessarily? Maybe you trade him for Klay Thompson. I don't know. I don't know if the Warriors will necessarily do that. Depends. Yeah. It depends. But you're going to need to trade Chris Middleton for a guy that I don't know. He might get traded. In all reality, he probably won't get traded. Chris Middleton's a very good basketball player. An extremely good basketball player. He's probably not going to get traded because what are you going to really get from Chris Middleton that Chris Middleton cannot really do? Like, you're not going to try to trade Chris Middleton for Ben Simmons because Ben Simmons can't shoot. The force spacing on that team is garbage.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't. I don't really know what you could do. Who knows? Maybe Giannis gets traded. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe Giannis isn't the solution. Who knows? Maybe it's not Giannis. Maybe because whenever Giannis is playing, Jrue Holiday and Chris Middleton have amazing games. Amazing games. They're amazing without Giannis. But it's not like you're gonna ask your best player to sit so that two other players can play good. Like, no, that's your best player. He just gave you 42 and 12. What do you mean?
Yeah.
The only reason that you were playing in this game. Only one other player had more than 15. The player that had more than 15 shot 8 for 21. No.
Oh yeah.
You're not asking him to sit. You're not doing that. No. Yeah, so that's my quick little 10-minute rant about the fact that Giannis needs to develop a shot, needs to be able, and even if Giannis just stays in the corner and he doesn't get the ball and he doesn't shoot it, even if he just allows Jrue Holiday and Chris Middleton to get more driving lanes, that'd be fine. Even if Giannis isn't the one, like, because Giannis is always just standing by the paint. He's either setting screens, standing by the paint, or scoring. Those are the things that Giannis can do. Giannis in the offseason is going to need to develop a jumper, but before all, he's going to need to be able to shoot free throws. Okay? Giannis and Ben Simmons are two people that have so much potential, but they can't shoot. If Giannis could shoot, like I said, 35% from three, like 80% from the free throw line, he's easily averaging 30 and 15. Easily. If Ben Simmons could shoot, he's easily averaging 28 and 8. Easily. Like, those guys have so much potential, but I don't know if it's like the trainers. I don't know if it's them not being like being willing to kind of develop the things that they're not as good at. I don't know. That's probably not the case because we've seen Giannis try to take initiatives and try to, shoot better. Not really Ben Simmons, quite frankly. Kobe gave Ben Simmons advice to start shooting with his right hand, and Ben Simmons decided to reject Kobe Bryant's advice. Yeah.
I don't know why he doesn't. I don't know.
Yeah, so that's my 10-minute rant about how Giannis needs to develop a 3-point shot before the Bucks can even start to go anywhere. Because the Bucks but they might get swept. Okay, and yeah. Like, Giannis, you want to at least be able to be like, okay, Giannis is going to the free throw line. I trust him. I trust him to hit 2 of 2, especially in clutch scenarios. You don't want to have to trust Giannis to only make 1 of 2, and then you still need to foul and then make another basket. But you're like, at least Giannis hit 1. Like, no, you want him to be able to make 2 of 2, tie up that game, play good defense, and then maybe hit a 3 to win it. Like, yeah, Giannis needs to develop a mid-range game. I feel like mid-range before a 3-pointer in all reality, because as you get into the 10 to 15 range, then you'll slowly be able to back up into the 18, and then I'm pretty sure the free throw line's like 23, 24 feet out. So then once you finally get to like the 15, you move back to the 18, then you go to the 20, and then you finally get to like the 23, 24 what the 3-point line is. But yeah, that's all that I really have to say about Giannis. Very good points, Good job, Milan. Pat yourself on the back. Giannis can't carry though. I don't think Giannis can carry.
Yeah.
Giannis isn't like Magic Johnson. Giannis is not going to go out and go for 42, 15, and 7 as a rookie in Game 7 of the finals. No, I'm pretty sure it was Game 6. Giannis can't. Yeah, Giannis can't do that against the Sixers. Like a good team like the Sixers. Yeah, Giannis just can't do that. He just can't. But after my 10-minute rant about Giannis, what do you think Giannis needs to do? Number one, in the offseason, and number one, do you think Giannis could be a guy that could actually carry a team to a championship, like without his co-stars playing as good, like LeBron James did?
Yeah. Basically, what like one big thing that I got from what you said is that you said like people have like a signature move, stuff like that. Giannis has a signature move with the 0 step, but he has a 3-foot signature move. So after his 0 step, he's in the key. So people like James Harden step back, 3 stuff like that.
It's not like Giannis can do a step back into a 3. Giannis can't do that.
I've never seen him do that once.
Ever.
So, yeah. One thing in the off season, definitely free throws. But what I would say is more like he needs to just find a way to get more consistent with his dribble move. Because like if he can make a move and then take his 3-foot shot, it'll be open.
Yes.
That's easy buckets. That's
a very, very valuable point. Even if Giannis doesn't decide to develop a 3-point shot or a mid-range shot for whatever reason, but he decides to work on his free throws, which I don't mind. He doesn't really need to shoot threes or middies. All he really needs to do is run and dunk, like James Harden said that he could do, and then make some free throws. But yeah, it's not like Giannis could really, maybe step back into a mid-range to kind of throw the defender off. Whenever Giannis decides to do that Euro step, it's still his same 3-foot shot. He still is within 3 feet, so he's most likely to hit it. So Giannis does need to develop a signature move. A mid-range is probably the most important so that, like I said, he can kind of throw his defender off. Well, maybe like, a step back or like a fadeaway or something like that. But yeah, that should definitely be a point of emphasis for Giannis in the offseason, for sure, without a doubt.
Yeah.
But now I also want to know, the second part to my question, do you think Giannis could carry a team to a championship? Like a Magic or, like a LeBron, like guys like that. Or even past the first round. Like if Giannis has like his co-stars injured, do you think he could even get past the first round?
Like I can see him say like against like say they're like a 2 seed against like a 7 seed. What's it like a 7? Well, who's the 7 seed?
The 7 seed was the Celtics.
Okay. Well, that's not a good example.
Maybe go like the Hornets. Like the Hornets or like the Wizards or the Pacers. I'm thinking of these teams that were in the play-in.
But I don't think, like honestly, just straight up, I don't think he's gonna carry them against like the Celtics, because when you take out Jrue Holiday and Chris, two of their best defenders, there's no one to guard like, not Kemba. What am I gonna say? Like, I mean, if Giannis is guarding Tatum, who's gonna guard Jaylen Brown? If he's guarding Jaylen Brown, who's gonna guard Tatum? So like, I think he does kind of need help. So I don't know if he's gonna carry them past.
PJ could guard Tatum. PJ could guard Jaylen, and then Giannis could go on Tatum. It's not a bad matchup necessarily. But yeah, I have very similar views to you. I don't really think that Giannis is at the point of his career in which he could kind of carry a team to a championship unless either a jump shot is developed, B a little bit more leadership qualities where he's kind of like putting his foot down saying, no, I'm going to play every single minute of this game. Forget my rest. I'll take my rest during during halftime or during timeouts, during the intermissions between the first quarter and second quarter, third quarter, stuff like that. I feel like Giannis needs to be more of that leader, like that vocal guy, like a Chris Paul or LeBron James or a Michael Jordan was, like where they like, no, I'm putting my foot down. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. You guys can't tell me any different. I'm the best player on this team. Y'all are gonna have to listen to me. Something like that, where it's not like coming off as too passive aggressive, but they're like, no, like I'm the star on this team. I'm gonna play every single minute of this game, or I'm gonna take this last game winning shot, even if I'm not the best shooter, because I believe in myself to do this because I'm the best player on this team. I think Giannis kind of needs to develop those kind of leadership qualities. So maybe he goes to shooting camp with Steph and goes to leadership camp with MJ or LeBron. I don't know. I honestly don't know. Imagine those are the two people that are training you how to do stuff.
Steph will be the league villain again if he gave Giannis a jump shot.
True. That is true. Yeah. Maybe just like make Joe Harris, make him develop a jump shot or something. Joe Harris probably wouldn't even want to, because number one, Joe Harris doesn't know how to shoot in the playoffs, so Giannis would probably get some of that. And then also, Joe Harris and Giannis are rivals technically. They play for rival teams, two teams that are competing for the championship in the East. So yeah, Joe Harris probably wouldn't be open to that in all reality. Unless Joe Harris is just Joe Harris. Maybe Joe Harris is a nice guy. I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, Giannis is gonna need to do something. Giannis is one of my favorite players in the NBA, but he's gonna need to do one of my favorite players all time, quite frankly. He's gonna need to do something about either A, his jumper, B, his leadership qualities or lack thereof, technically. Yeah. Giannis. You are one interesting person. And like Giannis is afraid to hurt his teammates' feelings. Jordan wasn't. Giannis said he's not worried that Jrue Holiday and Chris Middleton are struggling. No, you should be worried. You should express frustration that your supporting cast is not playing good. Without you, they're probably not past the first round without you. Because the Heat would probably have a little bit more mental toughness knowing that Giannis isn't there. And without them, I don't know if you're getting past the first round, bro. Like, you need to express frustration. No, this is the finals. We all need to be playing good. If you're not playing good, then get your butt on the bench. I don't care if you're my second or third co-star. No, get your butt on the bench. I'll put in somebody who's playing better. Pat Connaughton's playing pretty good. Pat Connaughton, you come and start. Chris Middleton, get on the bench. We're going to need... What is that?
No idea.
Yeah, like Giannis should be Giannis should definitely Giannis Antetokounmpo and Michael Jordan company after insane quarter. Oh yeah, whatever. But yeah, Giannis Antetokounmpo is going to need to. He's gonna need to be more of that leader. Like I said, he's gonna need to be more of a leader. He's gonna need to, like I said, express frustrations with his supporting cast when they're not playing good, and not be that guy that's always like, oh, I'll patch your back. You're fine. No, no. You cannot be that on a. That cannot be your leader on a championship team. The guy that's just patting everyone's back, like they need the pat my back expressive badge in 2K. Like no, that cannot be happening. But yeah, that's all that I really have to say. One and around about Giannis not being a leader, kind of. He's a leader, but not a leader. He doesn't have those leadership qualities. Like he needs to develop those leadership qualities where he's not afraid to maybe make his teammates want to leave. Like I don't need you guys. I'm the best player on the team. It ain't you. You guys probably aren't gonna find no success unless you go to the Lakers or the Nets without me. So yeah, Giannis needs to be more of a leader. I think that's it. Do you have anything else to say?
I'm just gonna say that if they don't step up soon, then they go down 3-0, man. It's a sweep.
True. Yeah. That is true. That is extremely true. Yeah, well, if you guys, and I did see Giannis, kind of showing some leadership qualities. During the timeout, he was very emotional. You're slapping the ground, talking. They need to do stuff. Chris Middleton was still trash after that, so it's not like that really did anything to at least Chris. But yeah, that I think is going to be the end. If you guys, it's probably not going to be one of those longer ones again because yeah, it's just one game that we get to talk about. But if we get to talk about something, then we get to talk about something. So now I can finally end it because I've been trying to end it for like the past 3 minutes and I just had something else to say. If you guys did end up enjoying today's podcast, make sure you leave a like, comment, share, and subscribe. You guys may or may not, maybe, just a maybe, see our first in-person podcast on Monday. I don't know. It's a possibility after Sunday's game 3. So yeah, that'll be it. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Peace.